Hello, everybody. We are back. Your favorite film podcast is back, The Average Film Enjoyers. We are a couple days late. Me and Evan have just been super busy. It was Star Wars Day at Evan's work yesterday, and so he had to be an absolute nerd and dress up like Darth Vader, like an idiot. Yeah. I definitely wasn't jealous that he got to wear a dope mask. No, but we are back today. We got a big episode ahead of us. We're going to talk some movie news. We are going to give our thoughts on the Drake and Kendrick beef that is sweeping the internet currently. We are going to talk about the next 3 films in Jeff Prophet's filmography. And what?
We're getting there.
God, it's painful. And we're going to talk about some of the stuff we've been watching recently. Which I'm excited for. I had a 7-movie day yesterday, so looking forward to that. But first, before we get into anything, Evan, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Today is my first day off. Had a very long week, but thriving today. Cinco de Mayo, gonna get tacos for dinner.
Oh, I forgot it's Cinco de Mayo.
Had some breakfast burritos and some hash browns this morning. Gonna
hell yeah.
Build some more Lego.
Carl's Jr. for breakfast.
Oh fuck it, heck yeah,
dude. Carl's Jr.
So good.
Is it Carl's Jr. where you are, or is it Hardee's?
Yeah. No, it's Carl's Jr.
Okay. I wonder where. I've never, because I know some places it's like Hardee's.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing good. I worked all week. I'm tired, but I did good work all week. They finally have me doing the job that I was hired on to do, which is exciting. The funny thing is they usually have this job that I'm doing. They usually have people train for a week and a half, and that's how long. But it's like pulling orders. So you have a little gun and it's like, all right, you need this from this and this from this, and then you need to stack it flat on your cart, and I picked it up within an hour because that's the kind of thing my brain is just really good at. Yeah. And I was like, all right, so I can go out on my own now. I got it. And he's like, no, you have to stay with me. And I'm like, God, this is so boring. Just let me do it. And they're finally letting me just pull. They were like, okay, fine. You can pull, but we have to check your orders before you wrap and band them. And I'm just like, oh, fine. So that's been fun. But nice. Yeah, it's whatever.
Sorry. I was just writing my review for Deceitful Tendencies.
Oh my lord. That's why you're so distracted.
Yeah.
God,
I had to cook up an essay for it, bro.
Let me see. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Been playing a lot of video games.
Me too. I finished Dark Souls 2.
Hell yeah, dude.
And the DLCs. The DLCs were a pain. Holy shit. I'm on the Demon Souls.
Didn't know that in MLB The Show you could hit a daily XP cap.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where it's XP earned from the game, not from goals or anything like that, just getting strikeouts and getting hits and all that stuff. Yeah. And I hit that yesterday and I was like, that's a thing? That's so crazy. Stupid. What kind of game has an XP cap? And I thought that was really lame. But I'm excited to get into it today. Before we get into anything big, Drake and Kendrick, man. Or let me say Kendrick just murdering Drake and his entire image.
J. Cole is very smart that he got out. He could, because he's probably sitting on the sidelines just having fun.
Yeah, dude. He said, so basically if you're not in on the rap world, this all started, J. Cole called out Kendrick, and then right after was like, hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I love you, bro. And then Drake calls out Kendrick. And here's an example of Drake just really calls Kendrick short and weak. your general diss track stuff.
And a wife beater.
Yeah. And then Kendrick comes out here and it's like, I hate the way you look, I hate the way you talk, I hate the way you walk. Just
Dude,
like...
Euphoria is such a crazy song.
Just like, I hope you die! And like, all the... And you're just like, oh, Lord!
Euphoria kicked it off and it was a banger, and then he did, what was it, 616 in... I can't remember the name.
Yeah, and...
in Toronto or some shit.
Yeah, well then, Drake came out with Family Matters.
Yeah, and
which is
half an hour later.
Which is fine. Half an hour later, we get a song from Kendrick called Meet the Grams that is unreal. There's a whole section in this song where Kendrick is giving the father-son talk to Drake's son.
Yeah, the first line is, Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that this man is your father. It's
crazy. Insane!
This came out like a day I was working, because I worked Saturday, and I woke up, I was laying in bed looking at Twitter, and I saw Twitter blowing up, and I was like, what the hell went on? So I went to work, and I'm sitting in the parking lot, it's like 4:35, so I don't have to go in quite yet. I was like, alright, let me listen to it. I'm sitting in my car, half asleep, and the moment this song started, I was like, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. The line where he says, I think you and Weinstein should rot in a cell together or something like that, that's crazy.
Yeah. Which is an obvious play at the multiple allegations that Drake has had about relationships with underage girls, including Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
And then what was it, like an hour or two later?
For Not Like Us?
What's the latest, the one that dropped
It was
last
yesterday,
night?
It was a day later.
Yeah. Kendrick drops one, and it's basically a whole song about how Drake is a pedophile.
Yeah, and it is...
And Drake hadn't even responded or anything. Kendrick is like, nah, here's another one.
Yeah, and it's so crazy, because Meet the Grams is like a very haunting song. Very, very... It's slow, and Kendrick is like... not, like, rapping hard. He's speaking, and then he puts out Not Like Us, which is hysterical. It's such a funny song. It's got like a club banger beat to it, and like Drake was like, you can't put out any, like, or Drake fans were like, Kendrick can't put out like a good sounding song. All these songs are sad, and then Kendrick's like, nah, don't worry about that. Like, here you go. I'll take care of it. And put this shit out. I see videos on Twitter this morning of like people at clubs last night already listening to this song, and yeah, it's
a banger, dude.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. I'm praying Kendrick. I saw a TikTok this morning, and it's like it was so funny. It's like, all right, Kendrick, you won. Like a skit. It's like, yeah, Kendrick, you won. He goes, is he still breathing?
Yeah, I saw that. Is he
still breathing? Yeah.
Then I haven't won.
What did I say in my last song? That you wanted him dead. I'm dropping again, dude. Oh, it's so good.
It's
Kendrick
insane.
says in Meet the Grams, I don't have a hateful bone in my body, and then drops the craziest verse just straight to Drake. I love the line about ayahuasca. He's like, you should take ayahuasca so you can have ego death to strip away your ego. Oh my god.
Dude, and what I love about it is I've hated on Drake for so long. I hate Drake. He's not good. He's never been good. He's not a rapper. He's a phony.
He makes the most bloated albums ever. God.
And then I'm just sitting back here. I feel like I feel like I'm sitting behind Kendrick, like cheering him on, like get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah. Oh.
Dude, I want Kendrick to play these at his next concert.
I love it. I love it. I love that Drake is finally getting put in his place.
Yeah, dude, Metro Boomin has been tweeting crazy shit to Drake all day, and it's so funny.
Dude, I saw T-Pain posted a TikTok.
Really?
People were like, are you going to hop in here and say something? He's like, what? No! Do you hear what he's saying about Drake? This is in between them. I'm staying out of this. J. Cole was a genius. I'm not getting in this shit. God, it was so funny. Um,
I'm waiting for the next one.
yeah. But we just felt we had to talk about that. It's sweeping the internet right now. Yeah, it's... Oh, man.
It's so much fun.
Brings me so much joy.
Dude, I thought the Pusha T Drake song Story of Adidon was fucked up and ruthless, and this is crazy. Pusha T literally exposed Drake's son to the world.
And this... So I respect Kendrick a lot. I think he's an amazing artist. He's just never been for me. This is making me rethinking about going back through his discography and listening. Because I'm just like, God damn, this guy is bars, dude.
Yeah. I think that most of Kendrick's albums have a couple skips, but like the ones that aren't skips are just so good.
Well, I've listened to Pimp a Butterfly, and I really like that. Cool. And Damn is obviously a classic.
Good Kid, Mad City is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Kendrick W. Putting him down because I want to see Drake fail.
Yes.
I'm hating on the Canadians today, bro.
Oh yeah, you're Canadian too.
Yep, I'm hating on them. Hate those Toronto fellers. Their fake accents. Nobody can convince me that the Toronto accent is real. I don't believe it.
I don't know what the Toronto accent sounds like.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
It's weird.
So, getting into movie news, we are sad to say that Bernard Hill has died this morning, I think. It's either this morning or yesterday. King Theoden has passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I really know him for.
Yeah, me too.
Him being a badass in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he's so good.
So our thoughts go out to his family and anybody who is close to him. That really stinks. Oh god, that is so unfortunate. Fall Guy lands with 28.5 million at the box office. Really great. You know what's even more unfortunate? Phantom Menace tops Challengers for number 2. Kill me now.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, speaking of, yesterday was May the 4th.
Yep.
National Star Wars Day. National Midday.
Yep.
As me and Evan like to say, because Star Wars is mid. Did you watch any Star Wars movies?
Yeah, well, okay. So Cash watched The Phantom Menace in theaters on a whim yesterday, and he gave it a star and a half. He gave it 1.5. And he was getting he was getting absolutely railed in the Real Talk Discord for it, because there's a bunch of frauds who are blinded by this weird nostalgia, giving it 4 stars, 5 stars.
Yeah. So
I was like, you know what? I was playing Demon's Souls last night. I rewatched The Phantom Menace. Let me tell you, that movie sucks ass.
It's so bad.
It is painfully boring. It's not entertaining. The characters are annoying. The dialogue is terrible.
There is one good part about that movie.
Yeah, and it's at the end.
Duel of the Fates, dude.
Yeah, Duel of the Fates.
What a song. John Williams just cooking up one of the greatest scores of all time.
It's crazy. Phantom Menace sucks. I should have watched one of the good. I have this.
You should have watched The Last Jedi, dude.
I was just about to say,
best Star Wars movie.
No, it's not. I have this weird urge to rewatch The Last Jedi, but
Yeah, you know why? Because it's actually good.
It has the casino segment is so boring. I'm gonna fast forward.
Then skip the casino segment.
I will. Okay, I will give props to The Last Jedi for having the coolest shot in the history of Star Wars. The coolest shot when the Star Destroyer, it goes and it's completely silent and it goes light speed through the ship with Laura Dern. Oh,
yeah, dude.
What a shot.
And
dude,
I remember,
that is crazy.
that's a moment in the theater that you're supposed to be, silent and let it impact you. I remember sitting in the theater, and that happens, and everybody's silent, and then one guy in the back just goes, oh, shit. And I laughed so hard.
Yeah, that scene's great, even though Laura Dern is horrifically annoying in that movie.
Yeah.
But I think that's the point. I don't know. I might rewatch it. It's so long. It's like almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, but it's so good.
I do like Adam Driver, though.
I mean, who doesn't?
I think the beginning scene's pretty fun. Oscar Isaac's my Pookie.
So, who... Yeah. Yep.
So we'll see. I might.
I didn't rewatch anything. I was just like, nah, I don't care.
Yeah. We got some early... actually, before that, we got our first look at Megalopolis, which...
I didn't check that out.
It's literally like a 30-second trailer of Adam Driver standing on top of a building.
Does it look cool?
It looks cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
Yeah, he was holding on to the trailer and he dropped it on his wife's birthday. What would have been his wife's birthday because his wife passed away.
Oh,
which is really sad. Yeah, but it looks cool. I'm very excited. I hope that it gets the funding it needs to get a fat release because I want to watch it. It's premiere. It can.
Maze Runner reboot in the works.
This is weird. Why?
Maybe we'll get a comeback of dystopian teen movies where it was like 8 years, where it was like Hunger Games, Maze Runner, Percy Jackson, Divergent, all these dope movies. Maybe we'll get a revival of that movie.
They were so fun. They were so fun back then.
Yeah, dude.
I watched the first 2 Maze Runners with my girlfriend, and I really liked the first one.
The first one's really good. The second one's okay.
Second one was pretty mid.
And how Thomas Brody Sangster will forever look like he's 15 is beyond me.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Pretty sure he's a wizard. So, it's the only logical explanation.
Oh yeah, the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes had its premiere, and there's been some early reactions that say it's really good. Say it's pretty slow and like meditative, and I'm excited because I love the last trilogy. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, the Matt Reeves one.
Yeah, it's so good. So, yeah, I'm excited. It comes out in a week, I think. Next week. Week after.
Yeah.
I really want to see it.
Jamie Bell and Olivia Cooke joined Takes One to Know One from Nocturnal director. I don't really know anything about this, but Olivia Cooke's in it, and I'm down. I love Olivia Cooke. I think she's an excellent up-and-coming actress.
Dude, Jamie Bell is such a haunting presence to me. He creeps me out.
Well, he's just a creepy-looking dude.
Yeah,
Mike Flanagan. No offense to you, Jamie Bell. You might be really nice, but you're creepy-looking.
Yeah. Mike Flanagan is in talks to direct a new Exorcist movie for Blumhouse.
Yes! Give it to me! Oh my god!
This could be really good, but it's Blumhouse, and Blumhouse is not very good. But Mike Flanagan's really good, so...
Yes! It's gonna be awesome!
Make it
even
R-rated.
If it's bad.
Make it R-rated.
It is gonna be... I think it will be R-rated, and even if it's bad, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, Mike Flanagan, give him creative control. Don't tie him down, Jason. Mike Flanagan has not missed in a very long time. In a long time.
Fantastic Four enlists Paul Walter Hauser. Yes.
Yeah, and also that's hype for you.
But yeah, Evan doesn't care. I care.
I haven't seen that movies with him. I need to watch Richard Jewell. I really want to watch it.
It's really good. Kevin Durand joins Liam Neeson in Naked Gun remake.
Dude, Kevin Durand is so funny in Abigail, bro. I'm so excited about this. He looks like Elon Musk, bro. They cast Giancarlo Esposito in an unknown role in the MCU.
Oh man, who would John? Should we talk about a second who we think he could play? I mean, I I think
Doctor Doom.
No, I don't think he's not menacing enough.
Excuse me. Have you watched Breaking Bad?
Yes, I have. He's not menacing enough. I think Giancarlo Esposito would be a great Silver Surfer.
Oh, but didn't they cast the girl?
Did they already cast? Oh, they
cast
did.
the girl, right?
Okay.
Maybe there's
then
two.
I could see. I guess I could see Doctor Doom.
Paul Walter Hauser as Galactus and Giancarlo Esposito as Doctor.
Dude, that would be insane.
That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Paul Walter Hauser is Galactus. Totally gonna happen, dude. I bet you.
God, that'd be so funny.
Oh, I saw the trailer to A Quiet Place Day 1.
Looks dope.
It looks dope. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really excited for that, actually. Oh, dude, this is gonna be so good. Kristen Stewart and Oscar Isaac have been cast in a vampire thriller, Flesh of the Gods, from director Panos Cosmatos, the guy that made Mandy. This film
Is that the one with
Nicolas
Nick
Cage one?
Cage?
Yeah.
Oh.
This film
okay.
follows a married couple who leave their skyscraper condo every night into the electric nighttime realm of 80s LA. Yes.
This sounds sick.
That sounds sick.
It sounds very similar to Vampire's Kiss.
Yeah.
But not as goofy.
Yeah.
Not as goofy. Well, if you want to give me more movies like Vampire's Kiss, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
That movie's awesome.
It's fun. So that sounds really sick. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's I saw a tweet and it was like, shame on you, Godzilla -1 is the like highest pirated movie of the last bit. Support theaters. This movie is not playing in theaters, and you literally can't watch it anywhere except for pirate. You literally can't watch it. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't really understand all the distribution stuff. This movie won't release on physical. It's on Prime in Japan, and only in Japan, so... You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I mean... No, I don't...
I mean, we both know how
yeah.
each other feel about pirating.
Yeah, but for those who are against it, don't be against it for Godzilla -1, because that movie rips. It is fantastic.
And here's what I will say. I used to pirate a lot. I have stopped pirating a lot. I rent movies. I buy them. I bought The Deer Hunter. I mean, how can you not buy The Deer Hunter?
No.
I will only pirate a movie if it is by a director or an actor is involved that is an awful person. So if it's not streaming, like let's say American Beauty with Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey had an interview and he's like, I don't know why they're not like giving me a path back into Hollywood.
Wait, really?
Like, this is a load of bullshit and all this stuff. And I'm like,
when?
Dude, who is his PR agent? Who's letting him say this? But
That's
back to what
crazy.
I was saying. American Beauty, Kevin Spacey, awful person. He won, I think he won Best Actor that year.
He did.
And that movie won Best Picture, possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a phenomenal film about the fall of the American dream and the dangers of a midlife crisis. And yeah, it's really, really good. But if it's streaming somewhere, I'll just watch it on streaming. If it's not, I'm not gonna go out of my way to rent money to watch a Kevin Spacey movie. I'm gonna pirate it. I don't care.
Yeah.
And if you disagree with that, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm at the point where, like, now that I have a job, and I don't care, I will pirate stuff. I mean, whatever. But also,
Yeah.
I'm, like, lazy as shit, and, like, I
Me
find
too,
that
brother.
pirating stuff, it buffers a lot, and the quality's
it's
not
really
that
annoying.
good. I'll drop 5, but, like, The Deer Hunter is 3 hours long. I didn't want to deal with... It's not on streaming anywhere. I didn't want to deal with the buffering. Screw
Yeah.
it. I'll rent it.
And did I watch Oppenheimer on cam when it came out on F2 Movies? Yes, I needed more of it. Was I disappointed in myself that I watched it even on cam? Yes, I was.
I didn't watch it on cam, but the day it dropped in like 720p, I watched it, and then it was like 2 days before it came out on physical too. So I like went and bought it the next day and watched it.
Dude, Oppenheimer for us when that came out was like heroin. You're just like, I need it now. Give me more.
Dude, John Carpenter was shit talking Oppenheimer. Did you see that?
God, freaking John Carpenter.
I love The Thing.
I love John Carpenter.
I like The Thing, and I like the bad Halloween movies, but I don't like the original Halloween movie. So
have you seen
John Carpenter?
Have you seen Escape from New York?
I saw it when I was a kid, so I haven't seen it in my adult life. I remember it being fun. My dad showed it to me. He showed me both of them.
Yeah, and Big Trouble in Little China is really good too. I haven't seen that.
I need to watch In the Mouth of Madness. I really want to watch that.
Is that the one with Sam Neill?
Probably. Sam Neill's in all these weird... It's like a ethereal horror movie, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's the one with Sam Neill. But should we get into what we've been watching?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
I'll go 2, you go 1. You want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Alright. So, going back, last movie I talked about... I paused it, you freaking game. Okay, last movie I talked about was House of the Devil. Oh, so I decided to take a little trip down memory lane, watch a huge movie from my childhood, Earth to Echo. I don't know if you saw this when it came out, Evan.
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
I mean, it's sweet, it's nice, it's wholesome, it's quick. It's nothing special. I remember seeing this like 8 times in the theater, too. I don't know why, but I just did. But yeah, it's found footage. It's cute.
Oh, really?
Kind of like E.T. or Super 8 type of movie. Shout out Super 8.
Yeah, it's
essentially the better version of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Also, really quick, I just saw this. This is a new poster for Godzilla -1. Look how badass that shit is.
That's so sick.
That's a bomb in the background.
That's so sick.
Pirate this movie. Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Watch it now.
And then, well, obviously, I watched Queen of the Trap House 1 and 2.
Dude, I didn't get a chance to rewatch them. This was your first time seeing them, right?
Yeah, dude. They're actually pretty good. I was pretty engaged. Zave, dude.
Is the GOAT.
R.I.P.,
so
man. And then after Earth to Echo, I decided, I've been rewatching a lot of Batman vs. Superman. I've been watching that a lot. So I decided to watch what the sequel is. And I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I was like, okay, now that I've seen Batman vs. Superman and my appreciation has grown, maybe my appreciation has grown for this. No, it's still the same. It's a 4-star. I think there's a lot of really, really good parts in this film. I think there's a lot of unneeded parts. I think the third act kind of loses me a little bit. I don't know if other people felt that way. I love the first and second acts. I love the lead up to everything. I just don't feel like it totally delivered. It's nothing I can really put my finger on, but
that Flash scene at the end is so good. Oh my god.
You know what the best scene is? Is the flashback to when the old heroes are like fighting Darkseid. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That scene is sick.
But it really makes me sad for what could have been. Because there's that whole final scene, like the epilogue where like Deathstroke shows up and we have like Mira and Deathstroke and the Joker and Cyborg and the Flash and Wonder Woman and Batman all like, well, he's gonna find us, and then Superman comes up and you're like, oh crap, is Superman gonna kill them? What happened? And it looks like Darkseid has come back, and it could have been really, really, really cool. And it's just kind of something that we'll never see, probably. But Snyderverse, or the Snyder Cut, it's good. It's very good. It's nothing more than that for me personally. Give me that Superman theme The da-na, da-na. Give me that all day. I think on the Batman versus... I've been listening to the BVS soundtrack quite a bit recently, and it's called, the song on there, it's called Day of the Dead. It's right after the Lex Luthor theme. It's when he goes down to the Dia los Muertos. I don't know how to say it. I'm too white. Celebration, and he saves the people. It's like boom, boom, and then it gets really hopeful, and it's like wah wah. Oh man, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Yeah. So that, I mean, I'm glad I rewatched it. It's definitely, like, I feel like the older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated what Snyder does with the superhero genre. And I feel like for superhero fans, when you're younger, when you're in middle school and high school, Marvel is more the way to go. And then once you get older, DC is more the way to go. At least the Snyder DC. And
Trey's mom, cover your ears. Fuck Joss Whedon. Fuck that piece of shit.
And Snyder still has the directing credit on Justice League. It's crazy. Yeah, that movie's awful. But I really wish things had worked out in that universe. Because I really would have loved to see more from him. As far as those characters go. And then we got like the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad with Will Smith. Even though the scene with Will Smith testing out the firearms while Black Skinhead plays is
great.
Mom, please cover your ears or skip ahead. That moment makes me come. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's hot. That's
coming my ass shit. It's so cool. You're just like, God, I feel cool. Like Will Smith just exudes like he's just like cool.
I went to an early screening of Suicide Squad, like the original in IMAX.
Yeah, dude, me too.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it.
I kind of liked it the first time, but then last year I rewatched it before The Flash came out, doing my DC EU rewatch, and I was like, yeah, this sucks. This is really awful.
Yeah.
But the James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is dope.
Yeah, it's a sick movie.
David Dastmalchian is so good in that movie.
What a beast.
Just here, hold on. Just throwing up all the polka dots. Oh, it's so funny.
Nice.
All right, you want to give us your first one?
Yeah. Let me spit, because there seems to be some people here that have the wrong idea. Alien Covenant, I rewatched it, because I watched Prometheus a couple weeks ago, and it's amazing. Prometheus is sick. Rewatched Alien Covenant, hadn't seen it since the theaters. The first 45 minutes of this movie rips unbelievably hard. It's tense, it's violent, the body horror is amazing. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. The only Alien movie I've seen is the original.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's a franchise I need to sit down and watch through.
Yeah, the first 45 minutes is sick. It's got the homie, Dr. Manhattan. I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, Billy Cudrup?
Yeah. He's in it.
I love him. He's in Snyder Cut, too.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, the first four... And then they go hide in this planet room for a long, long time, and it's really boring. And then the ending happens. So, I gave this a 2-star. I don't think it's very good. I think the first 45... The first act is super good. Really good. And then it just goes downhill like that. It's fine. I'm really excited for Alien Romulus, though.
Yeah. When does that come out?
That's a good question.
Because I want to make sure I watch all the Alien movies before that comes out.
August.
Okay, I'll be good.
Are you gonna watch the bad ones too?
All of them, dude. Including the Fincher one. Okay, next for me. Oh man, I'm excited because I get to talk about Zach Galifianakis. The GOAT. Do you like Zach Galifianakis?
Yeah, I love him.
Oh, good. Have you seen, this is completely unrelated, and I didn't watch it this week, but I have watched it multiple times. The Between Two Ferns movie.
No, I haven't seen the movie. Is it?
Oh,
good?
it's on Netflix. I love it. Show. If you like Between Two Ferns, like the internet show, dude, you gotta watch the movie. It's so good.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know you liked Zach Galifianakis.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Today we welcome on Bart Pitts. I got you a bassoon for your birthday.
Dude, my favorite, it's a blooper. It's not in the actual episode, but he's talking to John Hamm, and he goes, "So Don Draper's suit is in the Smithsonian Museum." John Hamm's like, "Yep." And Zach Galifianakis goes, "Right next to the Cosby sweaters." And John Hamm just starts dying laughing. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, the one with John Hamm where he's like, oh God. He says, so you've had a lot of success in Mad Men and in your career as an actor. And he's like, yes, I have, thank you. And Zach Galifianakis goes, do you think this will make more room for hot idiots? Also, completely going off on a tangent. Have you heard the TikTok sound? The girl like harmonizing with her kitchen fan?
No.
Oh man, I'm gonna send it to you after this podcast, and we're gonna cry together because I was listening to it. It's like if someone made the feeling like sadness in a song. I don't know. I was just thinking about it right now, and I thought I wanted to ask you, but I didn't want to like forget it again.
Dude, it was so weird. They were playing the most depressing ass music at work the other day, and I was getting like actually sad. They played "My Immortal" by Evanescence while I was working. And Jesus. I was very upset about it. I was like, what is going on here? Well, stop it.
Why are you... Why? I'm baking! I want to be happy! Alright. Yeah, so after Snyder Cut, watched Deceitful Tendencies. And then I decided I have a lot... For me, I have to complete things. And in your stats, there's, like, collections. Like, you've completed all these collections. And I was like, you know what, I think right now I'm back down at 8 incomplete ones. 7. So I did have 8 almost complete collections. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go complete one of those. So I decided to watch Insidious: The Last Key. Wasn't awful. I love these movies.
It's pretty good, dude. It's actually good.
These movies are consistently pretty okay, and it's only for 2 reasons. One, Lin Shaye.
Yep.
She is so good. She is such a badass. And 2, like Specs and the other guy. The 2 nerd guys. They are so funny. They make me laugh so much. And these movies consistently creep me out.
The demon in this one is awesome with the finger
keys. Yeah, the keys. Oh, dude.
This one is better than most of them.
The first one is really good. The second one is still pretty good. Where Patrick Wilson becomes evil.
Yeah.
The third one, so if you watch them in timeline order, you'd go 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. Yeah. The third one is actually pretty good. You have Dermot Mulroney or whatever.
Yeah.
He's great. The fourth one is great. Number 5, Insidious: The Last Door or whatever. I actually enjoyed some parts of it. I'm excited. I want more Patrick Wilson direction. That's mostly
what I rate The Last Door.
Probably pretty low.
It was my second lowest rated movie of last year.
You want to know what my first lowest rated movie of last year was? Ballad of Songbirds and Shit. That's what it was. Golly, what an awful movie. No, but Insidious: The Last Key, pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Cool. 3 stars.
It's definitely worth watching.
Yeah, for sure. And I was like, so I rented it because I wasn't streaming anywhere. And I was like, is this worth renting? I would say so.
Oh, yeah. It's on Netflix here. Dude, it was back. I first watched this. It was like a year, not even into dating my girlfriend, and it was like early pandemic, so we weren't allowed to hang out inside her house because her parents were like, or her brothers got like health issues, so we were outside with a heater in the middle of winter with our jackets on, and we watched this movie on her laptop in the middle of winter.
Dude, that sounds like a vibe.
It was such a great memory, dude. So I like have extra bias towards The Last Key because I was like, this is a really fun memory.
Dude, I did the same thing with my ex. Had her roof was right outside her window, and it was like a decently flat roof, like it didn't have a huge incline. So she would open her window, and I'd bring a camping chair and sit on her roof, and we'd watch a movie.
Oh hell yeah, that's fun.
But then she turned out to be no, she wasn't crazy. We brought the toxic traits out of each other. I don't like saying. I don't think anybody's crazy. I think everybody just has their own issues that they need to figure out, and that's okay because we all have crap going on.
Trey's issue is that he likes The Last Jedi.
Screw you, man! I'm never backing down from that hill.
I'll rewatch it.
That's one of the like 3 things we disagree on is The Last Jedi.
You know, I'll watch it soon. I'm off work tomorrow, and my girlfriend has work, so maybe I'll watch it. We'll do a bonus.
No, you know what you need to watch that you haven't watched yet?
Oh, yeah,
Back to the Future. You idiot.
Well, I'm going to watch movies all day. I worked 40 hours last week on my feet, and my feet are very sore, so I'm going to be sitting down for most of tomorrow.
Yeah, watch Back to the Future. If I like get home from work tomorrow night and you haven't watched Back to the Future, I'm going to be very frustrated.
I'll watch it. Dude, Cash watched Back to the Future 3 yesterday, and he gave it a 4.5.
It's pretty good. It's definitely, I wouldn't rate it that high. It's probably a 4 for me, but I still really enjoy it. It's really fun. It really captures the energy of the first 2, and it's good. But we'll talk about that more once you watch them. So after Insidious: The Last Key, I watched... Dude, I like these Prophet episodes where we just get to yap.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, we're not going to talk about Prophet for that long.
No, we're not. I watched a horror movie I found on Shudder called Ruin Me. That I'm now kind of intrigued. They have like the director's commentary on Shudder. But it's about like
that Scare Me movie still.
Oh yeah, you do. Freaking Josh Rubin being a goat. So this one is about 6 strangers who go to like a slasher movie reenactment in the middle of the woods. So they're there for like 36 hours, and it's like they're in a slasher movie. But then it like it's not actually fake.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. I had a good time. Some good gore. I had a good time. 3.5.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to give us your next one?
Dude, okay, so let me tell you. I was playing the Dark Souls 2 DLC. I was getting very frustrated. Very, very frustrated at these bosses, because... like I said, the runbacks take 2 or 3 minutes, and it's just annoying. It's really annoying. So, I decided to do some cool guy shit, and I rewatched the SpongeBob movie.
Hell yeah.
My first attempt... Huh, what?
I'm not a SpongeBob guy.
Oh my god, no!
I didn't watch SpongeBob growing up.
That's really sad.
It is. I agree. You just have to process that.
Anyway, I did some cool guy shit and watched SpongeBob's movie. My first attempt at the boss I was stuck on after I put this movie on, decimated the boss. Beat the rest of the game in the 90 minutes that I watched the SpongeBob movie. It's peak. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I've seen it. It's my first ever movie I ever saw in theaters as a kid. I love it so much. I own like 3 different copies of it.
I remember when they invented chocolate. Now the real question is, who am I imitating?
Yeah,
is it the chocolate lady or JoJo Siwa?
Oh, Jesus.
That's a little shout out to the Basement Yard podcast. They did a joke about that in one of their last episodes. Also, have you checked those guys out, the Basement Yard podcast?
I haven't listened to any of their episodes, but I see the clips on TikTok.
Yeah, dude. They're so funny.
They're really funny, yeah. I should check that out.
Do you want me to go with my next two?
How many do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, do 2, and then we'll do 1 and 1, because I got 2 left.
Okay. I watched Keeping Up with the Joneses with Gal Gadot, John Hamm, Zach Galifianakis, and Isla Fisher.
I heard this was really stinky.
It's not that bad. I laughed a lot. I'm biased because I'm a massive Zach Galifianakis fan. Anything he does is funny to me. He's just a really funny guy. I'm also biased because watching Isla Fisher and Gal Gadot make out and also just stand around in lingerie is pretty awesome.
Okay. I take back what I said. I'll check this out.
I'll check it out. That's the top most popular review. This movie is wannabe date night. The rating I give are for the following reasons. 1, Gal Gadot and Isla Fisher in lingerie. 2, Gal Gadot and Isla Fisher kissing.
That's funny.
No, but there's some actual good jokes in here. You get a wholesome, like, wholesome, like, bromance between John Hamm and Zach Galifianakis. Matt Walsh is
so likable.
Even though he's, like, a crazy person.
Yeah, he is. He's very crazy.
Do you know the story about him in college?
Yeah, I heard about it on the Film Scoop from Carl.
Oh, yeah, they talked about it. That's when I heard about it, too. God, what a psycho.
That's crazy.
That's insane. That's, like, not something where you're like, we were just being kids. That's, like, serial killer type crap.
Yeah, if you don't know about this, he wrecked a guy's sack in college, put a hammer
in,
ripped and dragged him around the house.
He dragged this in a frat. He dragged around this guy by his ball sack using a hammer. So the part of the hammer he used to get the nails out, he had in his ball sack and dragged him around the house. And he was like, "Oh, it's just like hazing." That's not hazing, brother. That's ripping a guy's balls off.
Yeah.
Matt Walsh is in it, though. I don't know if you know him. Oh, you know him
absolutely.
by name. He's like the biggest that guy. He's so funny. He's in everything. And Bobby Lee makes an appearance, which is always welcome. Love Bobby Lee. He is hilarious.
Another terrible person, but funny.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you about it after. It's not podcast appropriate.
Oh, Lord. Dang it, because I really like him and Andrew Santino's podcast.
Yeah.
Is Andrew Santino an awful person?
I don't know about that one.
I've met him. He's pretty nice.
Nice.
I served him food when I worked at the golf course.
Oh, really?
On the coast, yeah.
That's
because
cool.
Bandon Dunes is like the biggest golf resort in the world, and Andrew Santino is a big golfer. So, like a week before I showed up, Will Ferrell was there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They said he was kind of a dick. Just what I heard. And then after that, I decided to rewatch a movie that I've hated on for a long time to see if I was wrong. I rewatched Now You See Me. It's stinky. It's not good. Yeah. I don't know what you have this movie at, but I have it at 2-star.
2.5. Dude, people glaze the second one, and I cannot believe it. The second one is even worse.
Yeah, and there is no world where I will be watching
the third one.
The second one.
Oh, dude,
no.
The plot twist at the end of the first one is so stupid.
Actually, I kind of liked it. That's really the
you?
only part of the movie I liked. Actually, no, Lizzie Kaplan is in the second one. Maybe I will watch it. All right. Yeah, those are my next two. If you want to go to your next one.
Yeah, next, I watched some peak next. I watched Cure from Kiyoshi Kurosawa, who directed Pulse, which is a very cool horror movie that I love 2/3 of. And I think the ending is... it's weird. The movie is very self-contained and, like, quiet. And the third act is, like... world-ending apocalypse shit. It's very weird, tonally. So I really like most of that movie. Cure is a, it's kind of like I Saw the Devil vibes.
Okay.
Where it's like horror, but not like demon horror or anything. It's like serial killer type stuff. It's about this serial killer who is killing a bunch of people and carving X's into their bodies, and every person that's connected to these crimes doesn't remember. They have amnesia.
Okay.
So they don't remember shit, and it's all kind of linked to this one guy, and there's this detective trying to figure it out. It's really good, and the ending is, dude, the final shot is so good. I really love this. It drops a little bit. Like, I was really close to giving it a 4.5 because I think the third act dips a little in quality, but the final shot was so good. So yeah, a lot better than
as good as the ending of I Saw the Devil.
No, it's not that good. But
that
it's
might be
good.
top 5 endings of all time for me.
Dude, I love that ending. Oh,
it's so good. All right, next one for me. Now we're finally getting into the past 3 movies I've watched, which have all been pretty great. I've never been a huge Michael Mann fan, but I decided to check out Black Hat. I don't know if you've seen this, Evan.
I haven't, but I do really like Michael Mann for the most part.
Yeah, I don't love Heat. I don't love Collateral. I think they're good. I don't think they're great.
So I love Collateral, and it's weird. I've Heated a 5 just because it's a sick guys being dudes movie. I don't like it as much as Collateral, and I think Thief is wildly overrated. Thief's a 4-star for me.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I've heard good things though.
It's got fun vibes. It's aight.
But Black Hat, really, really good. I really liked this. It felt the camera style felt very like it kind of felt like a reality TV show the way it's shot, but it really worked. I think Chris Hemsworth is really, really good here. Viola Davis is great here. Holt McCallany from Mindhunter is in this. Love to see him and stuff. Which you still need to watch Mindhunter, man. What are you doing out here? Not watching Mindhunter. No, this was really, really good. I really liked it. Kept me on the edge of my seat. Kept me engaged. It was good. Yeah, really liked it.
Nice.
This is so far my highest rated Michael Mann.
Wow.
Because I have Collateral, I think, at like a 3.5, and I have Heat at a 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Are those 3 stars for the diner scene alone? In Heat?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I watched Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. It sucks.
Boo!
Terrible. 1 star. Purely for Duel of the Fates. It's a shit movie, and it's people defend it. It's terrible. It's nearly unwatchable for me.
Yeah, it's awful. Okay, next. I've been very vocal about how much I love Rebecca Hall. She's my girl. I don't know why she doesn't have an Oscar. She's the female version of David Dastmalchian.
Cool, that's a good show.
Right? I feel like I'm kind of cooking with that take.
I
watched Resurrection. Led by Rebecca Hall. Also with Tim Roth.
Oh, dude.
What a film! What a film, man. Oh my gosh. Rebecca's...
Let's keep it spoiler free, and then we'll talk spoilers on this one for a little bit at the end.
First of all, Rebecca Hall giving maybe her best performance. She is unbelievable in this movie. And Tim Roth, who I love. I love Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Being just a creepy weirdo.
Absolute top 10 psychopaths. Holy shit.
And then Grace Kaufman, who plays Rebecca Hall's daughter. Great performance. Really, really good performance. This was tense. It was engaging. It kept me guessing. Do you want? Let's talk about this ending.
Okay, skip forward.
Skip ahead if you haven't
minutes.
seen this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Dude, this movie is fucked up.
Oh my gosh!
When you realize what's going on and what Tim Roth was doing, and like the ending, I haven't seen it in a while, but she like cuts into his like stomach, right?
Yeah, because
Like,
she thinks like her. Basically, what happens is she's like young and she's with Tim Roth and they're like weird hippie cultish doing weird hippie, and then she has a baby, and then she comes back from the store and Tim Roth had eaten the baby.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool, the baby's dead. She leaves, goes on with her life. 20 years later, Tim Roth shows up, and he's like, he's alive inside of me. And you're like,
right.
You're like, okay, weirdo. No, he's not. You ate him. And then at the end of the movie, we get Rebecca Hall going to an hotel room to meet Tim Roth, and it's starting to seem like there's a kid inside of him.
Yeah, well, like
at least she thinks
she can like sense it, right? Like throughout the movie, like she.
Well, she's like trying to tell herself, like for years she's been like, no, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead, the baby is dead. And then she goes back and everything she ever thought, she's like, he's alive.
Yeah, and Tim Roth would like have her doing these. What did he call it?
He called them kindnesses.
Yeah, kindnesses, and it's like, yeah, go starve yourself for a week.
Yeah,
and super messed up stuff.
Yeah. And then, basically the end of the movie is Rebecca Hall kills Tim Roth, and then she cuts him open, and you're like, okay, obviously there's not going to be a baby in there. So she cuts open his stomach. You see him pulling out like his intestines and his all this stuff and all of his organs. And then there's a baby! Just a fully grown baby inside of him. Not in like some like embryonic sac or anything. Just like sitting there, chilling. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell? And then,
dude,
you get this final scene where Rebecca Hall's daughter, she had left because Rebecca Hall was acting all crazy and paranoid for good reason, and so she's back, she's leaving for college. Rebecca Hall is holding her baby, and she's like, do you want to hold him? But it totally seems like it's a dream or something. And then the final shot is her, like, screaming, and then the movie's over. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but what a film, brother. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This movie's unbelievable.
Dude, I watched this because we had watched The Night House, which is phenomenal. And I had seen, I think George from Real Talk watched this or something like that. He was tweeting about it. Or Cinema Joe, one of those guys.
Screw Cinema Joe.
Yeah, and...
This guy's worst.
So we decided to watch it because it's like, oh, we like Rebecca Hall, we like Tim Roth. It's a Shudder horror movie. Let's give it a shot. Was not prepared for the body horror and weirdness of this movie, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I kind of want to watch it again.
It's so good. It is so good. I'd be down to do a full episode on it.
Heck yeah, dude. We should do a Rebecca Hall episode.
We really should. She is a queen.
So good. She's so good.
Love Rebecca Hall. I would love to meet her, just to talk to her, see what she's like in person, because she's so different in every movie. And she's just so good in everything. So, yeah, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one more after this?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
You want to give your last one?
That's my last. I have Deceitful Tendencies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this morning I decided to go back to one of my childhood favorites. I've been really in an 80s mood recently. I love the 80s. I think it's my highest rated. There's a sequel? That's disgusting. It's my highest rated decade. I just love everything about 80s cinema. So I decided to rewatch War Games with Matthew Broderick and Dabney Coleman, John Wood, Ali Sheedy, Barry Corbin. Just a really great cast. And the really famous line, "Shall we play a game?" is from this movie.
I need to watch this movie.
It's awesome.
It seems
it's
really
so
fun.
good. High school student David Lightman has a talent for hacking, but while trying to hack into a computer system to play unreleased video games, he unwittingly taps into the Defense Department's war computer and initiates a confrontation of global proportions. Together with his girlfriend and a wizardly computer genius, David must race against time to outwit his opponent and prevent a nuclear Armageddon.
That sounds fun.
It's really fun. I love this movie. It's really
There's
really
there's a Family Guy clip where Lois quotes something from War Games. I can't remember the quote, and Peter just looks at her and goes, "You know War Games?" She goes, "Yeah." "Didn't know that about you." She goes, "Learn something new every day. That's what keeps it fresh." And I don't know why, but that's just really funny to me.
Yeah, love Matthew Broderick.
He was my goat as a kid because I loved Inspector Gadget, bro.
Oh, I've never seen Inspector Gadget.
Oh, really? That's my classic.
No.
Dude, that and Osmosis Jones. Oh, what a banger.
But yeah, this was very, very good. It's my second watch, so...
Is it, like, pretty fun and lighthearted, or, like, serious?
I think there's fun and lighthearted moments, and there's serious moments.
Where'd you watch this? Is it on
Max.
anything?
It's on Max for me.
Nice. Yeah,
so it's probably on Crave for you.
Let's see. No, I kind of want to watch that. That sounds sick. Heck yeah. Shall we? Shall we talk?
It's streaming on MGM Plus
Oh God.
in Canada.
War Games. That's alright. I'll figure it out. I'll probably just rent it.
All right, here we go.
Do you want to start with Queen of the Trap House? Because I didn't watch them, and you watched them for the first time.
Yeah, sure. Queen of the Trap House. This is Jeff Prophet's Goodfellas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is it better? It might be. No, it's so
Ray
bad.
Liotta.
It's so bad. But I will say this. I was genuinely intrigued. I think that I found the characters interesting. I hate saying this. God, I hate saying this. But I was intrigued to see what happens next. You know?
Kiana and Save are the GOAT.
True. Kiana's a badass in the second movie. There's a Trey in the second movie, and every time they say Trey, I was like, what? And Kiana gets played in the second movie, and Zave gets killed in the first one. Just a wild ride of emotions.
Dude, the amount of scenes where they're sitting at a table counting the same money, putting cocaine in bags, counting more money. It's so funny. Anytime I see anybody in a Jeff Prophet movie counting money, I think of my boy Zave.
Yeah.
And
again, only like 20% engaged in these movies. I've been grinding.
I can't believe you're watching these by yourself. I mean, I watch them by myself too, but like Queen of the Trap House is really fun to watch.
Yeah, but like if I need to go to the bathroom, I leave it playing. I don't pause this shit.
Dude, I can't remember what movie it was. Oh yeah, it was the COVID Killer on Tubi.
Oh God, I remember when you watched that.
I put it on, and then I drove to Wendy's and got lunch and ate lunch and came back, and I didn't pause the movie.
And it was still playing?
It was still playing.
That's insane. Yeah, they're bad. Guess what? Another Jeff Prophet movie? Bad. What a surprise.
The prison
but they're
so
still
funny.
Fun. They're still fun movies. Like
I love that they're just in a closet for the prison scenes where they're talking. They're just in a broom closet or something.
Like we talk like these movies are awful because they are, but we still have fun watching them. You know, they're still fun to watch.
I had fun watching Deceitful Tendencies. I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing at it a lot.
Should we talk about Deceitful Tendencies?
Yeah, but first we need to talk about the ending of Queen of the Trap House too. One of the funniest scenes of all time when Kiana pulls a razor blade out of her mouth, right? Or something. And it just goes. But it's like the razor blade is like very obviously just like sideways, and she doesn't even touch him with it. And there's like a squirt of ketchup across the dude's neck. It's
honestly
so funny.
Made me hype for Princess of the Trap House.
Dude, oh my god. Okay, this quality is going to be shit, and audio listeners aren't going to get anything out of this, but I have to show you this trailer. They put...
Is there a trailer?
They put a trailer today. Oh god, it's not going to focus, is it?
Is that on TikTok?
This is on Instagram. But look at... They got the gats. Look at this tray. Jeff's blasted. Oh, dude, I'll send it to you.
So we're doing an entire Discord watch party, right?
Oh, yeah, bro. Dude, the trailer is nuts.
Oh, my God.
You're fucking... Dude, it looks so good.
Yeah, it was bad. Should we talk about deceitful tendencies?
Yeah, Jeff's marriage story, maybe his Basic Instinct, his betrayal movie.
What's the movie with Michael Douglas and what's her face? God, what's her name? God, what's that movie? Give me a sec. Keep talking. Yeah. I'm gonna find this movie.
Yeah, this movie is about a couple that is married, and one day this crazy lady just like infects his life and makes him have sex with her a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And then his
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
This is Jeff Profit's Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, Devin's cheating on his wife. Dude, it is so crazy how chill Jeff Profit is in this movie. Devin misses a huge quarterly meeting, and he's like, "Oh, it happens. Like, don't worry about it." And there's like these weird half sex scenes, and the main character is he's trying so hard not to be suspicious to his wife, who is pregnant. There's this scene where his wife tells him that she's pregnant, and he's super hyped about it, and then he cheats on her in the very next scene. He's like, I need to run and get some energy drinks.
Yeah.
Goes to meet up with this girl. I already forgot her name. I was watching this movie before the podcast.
Scarlett?
Oh, yeah.
It's something like that.
Yeah, I think you nailed
who
it.
Who is very attractive, by the way.
Yeah. She reminded me of Tessa Thompson for some reason.
I wish she was Tessa Thompson. Then this movie may have been good.
I think Jeff just really likes like big black women. He wrote his own wife as a big titty black woman in this movie too. Am I wrong? He cast this movie.
No,
he cast his own wife.
No! I just can't believe you just.
You can edit it out.
I'm not. There's no way I'm editing that out. That is going to be the quote of the day. I think Jeff just likes big black women.
Dude, his wife is... I love him so much. Jeff is hysterical in this movie. He goes on a whole rant about how his kids want cell phones, and he's like, I'm not buying them $1,000 cell phones. And it goes on for like 3 minutes, and he's like, they're probably made for a nickel in a sweatshop, and I don't think the kids should be having that. My 14-year-old shouldn't have a cell phone. Oh, it's so funny. This is at a dinner party, and they're very clearly meant to be drinking wine. And this is a red liquid that is near translucent, that is like fruit punch or something.
Hey man, it's a rosé. Calm down.
Yeah, it's a rosé. Yeah, you might be right. Neither me or Trey finished this movie. I will finish this movie.
I will
not. 15 minutes left. I'll let you know how it ends, Trey. Yeah, I came
Please do.
And I was like, yeah, I didn't get to finish the movie. I've got like 10 minutes left. How does it end, Trey? He just goes, I didn't finish it. I did. Oh, yeah, let me read my review. A brutally raw and insane look at marriage and the world of temptation and how easily you can slip into deceit and lies. Jeff was an absolute scene stealer, bringing to light not only the dangers of capitalism, but also technology and the brutality of inflation as well. I'm so in awe seeing a drama crafted by the man himself that steps away from the normal gang life The audio design is so all over the place in a way that keeps you extremely uncomfortable so that you feel on the same page as these characters. What a brilliant choice by Jeff. This movie blew me away. Also, yeah, every single scene, characters talk different volumes, and there's a scene at the beginning where Devin like leans over and his voice gets so loud, like he must have had a microphone that moved, because it's like he goes from this to this. It's so funny. Oh my god. And it's like every scene the audio is mixed differently. Oh my god, It's so funny. It was peak. Absolute peak. Yeah. I am very excited to see how it ends.
God.
Dude, next week's episodes are actually fun. Choppa City Queens is hysterical. It's so fun. Jeff talks like an absolute menace in it.
So next few movies, or next few episodes, I guess. Sort by release date, earliest first. There we go. So Tuesday we got another Buster Keaton movie, The General, and In the Name of the Father with Daniel Day-Lewis, which I'm looking forward to watching. I will probably watch at least one of those today. I should.
Will I make it through a silent film? We'll see.
You want to know the answer? He won't.
I might. Well, I'll try.
No, you won't. You're just going to be like, dang, I don't like silent movies. I can't figure out if this is the real... Give me a sec. And then after that, we got Getting to the Plug, Choppa City Queens, and Just Caught a Body. And then the episode after that... Give me a sec. Was Barry Lyndon a remake? It wasn't, right?
No.
Yeah, so there's only one Barry Lyndon that could be.
Yeah, that's Barry Lyndon.
So we have already reviewed Barry Lyndon on this podcast. You can go back and listen to that. We did it on our Stanley Kubrick deep dive. So in 2 weeks, we will be reviewing Hacksaw Ridge and La La Land. So, and if you don't know, going forward, if we hit a movie we have already reviewed, either on a director deep dive or just a bonus episode, then me and Evan are going to switch off on choosing movies that we think belong in the IMDb top 250 but just aren't there, instead of just reviewing a movie a second time. So if you want to listen to us review Barry Lyndon, you can go back. We have, I think the episode's called All the Homies Hate Joe. We reviewed Barry Lyndon along with A Clockwork Orange.
That's really funny. I forgot about that.
So you can go check that out. But yeah, that's what we've been doing in 2 weeks. And then that Friday, we will be reviewing Keisha Takes the Block, which I have seen. That was my first ever Prophet.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh man. One that I've seen, but you haven't. Killer Baby Mama. And then we're gonna skip the next two and do Killer Baby Daddy, so we can do both of those in one episode. God, we're so close to being done, Evan.
I also, if you would like to know what my choice will be for the next IMDb top 250 where I get to pick, it's going to be Synecdoche, New York.
Okay. Isn't Philip Seymour Hoffman in it, PSH?
He is the main character, yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Anything with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
My favorite movie of all time, and I've only seen it once because it made me feel so much emotion, and I will make sure to advise Trey to not watch this movie when he is in a bad mood because it is very existential crisis inducing.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always,
always in a bad. Hell yeah.
Trivia question. What's that from? Come on, Evan. You can do this.
The Hulk?
No, you idiot.
Wait, I didn't hear the quote.
The quote is, "That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry."
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's one of the most badass scenes in a movie. It's The Avengers. When Hulk shows up.
That's what I meant. Okay, that's what I meant. That's why when I said the Hulk, that's what I meant. The Avengers. Yeah.
But you said the Hulk.
I know.
Those are two very different movies. One is with Eric Bana. One is with Mark Ruffalo. God. This guy. This. You know what I've started to say? Mom, please skip ahead. You know what I've started saying to people at work? I just go, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. And they're like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, nothing. I just like saying this fucking guy. This fucking guy. I think it's really funny. Everybody else thinks it's really annoying, so that's why I keep doing it. But yeah, thank you for joining us on The Average Film Enjoyer today. As always, like, subscribe, interact with our channel / yeah. Get views on this episode. You guys failed us last episode. We only got 3 views for our Deer Hunter episode. Which
stay tuned. Next week, I will be reviewing. Actually, on Tuesday, I'll be reviewing Back to the Future for the very first time. My very first watch.
God, dude, it's so good. It's so good.
And if you like to listen to me talk shit about Star Wars, I probably will be doing that too. So that'll be banger.
I will join you as long as it's not all about The Last Jedi.
It's gonna be about The Last Jedi.
You ass! You asshole! Oh my god. Yeah, okay. We'll get out of your guys' hair. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time on The Average Film Enjoyer.